These are the top free things that you could do if you're traveling to Nassau, Bahamas anytime soon.
And it's gotta be free, right?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, the reason we went to Nassau is because it was cheap as hell. That thing was, that
It
cruise was
cheap.
woo-wee. So the first thing on our list, number one, is a straw market. Now, this is a market where they sell goods at, but it's pretty awesome to just walk through and see all this stuff and talk to the people. They were very talkative. They were talking about their upbringing and how their life is out there. So it was pretty cool to do that inside of the straw market and hear how people were living and just talk about our differences and our similarities at the same time. It's a place where the sale of goods began in the 1920s by an industrious group of women. And when we were there, as far as what I noticed, it was all women in there selling stuff still.
It was like women with their mothers and their mothers, and they're like actually like selling their goods. It was nice.
Yeah,
it was really nice. So I mean, it's free to actually explore and look around.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna probably spend a couple of dollars because you're gonna see something that's gonna like draw your eye, and you're gonna be like, you know what, I need this. Like me, my whole thing is I seen these amazing turtles, and I was like, I don't see these anywhere. I'm buying them. And I ended up buying turtles, and now I'm just like buying turtles, and I can't wait to go back because every time I go back, I'm just gonna keep collecting more turtles.
Yeah, you with the turtles, me with the damn t-shirts. I was like, t-shirts are $5?
They were just so unique and so cute. It was just like things that you don't normally get to see every day.
So, straw market definitely way up there. I'm going right back when we visit in November again.
Oh yeah.
Remember when we were buying some glass there and the dude started throwing the stuff at the ground?
Oh yeah,
it
he
was
was
pretty
like,
impressive.
this is good glass. Like throwing, he's like, all right, don't break it.
Yeah.
But it didn't break. He kept throwing it on the ground.
Once I saw that, I gave him
bought
some
it.
money. I bought it. So number 2 on our list is the Nassau Public Library. It was constructed as a jail in 1797, then converted to a museum and library in 1879. It kind of felt like when we were there, it was the last true street of any type of tourism, because past there you could just tell it was people going to work, and people would like, you were pretty much making it to the island at that point once we were, you know, in that area.
And it was the most chic, prettiest little prison you could imagine. I can tell you that. But no, like the library was actually pretty nice. So I advise stop by.
And it's pretty much like a courtyard in a way, or like a walk yard. It's like a open. It's a cool spot. I definitely recommend you go there if you're in Nassau and you're trying to see some stuff without spending a bunch of money.
So the next stop is Parliament Square.
Yeah, this is one of the first stops that we saw upon getting off the boat. We made a left as to where everybody was making the right when we walked under the little tourism part where you get off of the cruise port. Everyone seemed to make the right into the small shop, so we made the left, and that pretty quickly put us on Bay Street by Parliament Square. So yeah, it was like the first true sightseeing thing we saw on the boat. And honestly, there wasn't really anybody there. That was crazy to me. We were like, it was to ourselves. We were just standing there for the most part.
It felt nice though. It's like you can just like take everything in. It was just so pretty.
Yeah. Honestly, that reminded me of Mackinac Island, but tropical version.
Oh yeah.
And something about it was a classical, somewhat 40, like you know, army life.
You can never get enough of Mackinac. Yeah, that exactly. The British are coming. The British are coming. And it felt nice.
And that was built in the early 1800s by loyalists who came from North Carolina. Kind of weird. Number 4 on our list is Bay Street. Now this is kind of
Bay Street is where it's at.
Yeah, Bay Street is kind of the main street of really everything. It's Parliament Square is on Bay Street. And just past Parliament Square is where you start getting to all the stores. We were going into the Rolex store, the Breitling store. We were looking at all sorts of stuff. I was shopping for stuff I could not afford. The street had a lot of shops. There was some American restaurants. I think I saw a Subway and a Burger King, if I can remember correctly.
Oh yeah, they were a little ducked off.
And a McDonald's too?
Tucked off, a little McDonald's, a little Burger King, a little Sugar Shacks. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Straw Market is on Bay Street, and that's also where we saw a whole, like, it looked like it was an important person's funeral. Maybe a policeman.
And that was actually
I don't know
really
who it was.
nice. At first I was like, oh my God, I'm taking pictures. This is so cool. I thought it was a parade, but then I was like, wait a minute.
No, this is a procession.
These look like some important people, and this is actually like a little funeral. I've never seen anything like that. You know, in America, we just have like 1,000 cars following behind a hearse.
Yeah, but it was like a royal, that was a royal funeral. Whoever lost their life and that was sent off properly, for
they were sent off really nice.
Yeah, but that was all on Bay Street.
I mean,
and it
I even
cost
got
you
to see
money.
like the British wigs and
stuff.
stuff.
Oh my gosh,
I felt like I was up.
They did.
They did.
They had the curly wigs. That was incredible. It looked like George Washington in that mug. Outside of that, you don't need to buy anything. You can sightsee, you can talk to the people. The people are very talkative. Most of the major historic buildings on there were built between the late 1700s and the early 1900s. So it's a historical place, even if you don't want to just go spend a bunch of money. Research the history of it and then go see it in person, because it's all beautiful and it's warm and it's wonderful and the people are nice. Bay Street, go there. And number 5, a curveball we threw in there was a Central Police Station.
We actually stopped by there. That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go into all details or everything, but those are the nicest policemen ever. And they were suited and booted. I was like, all right now.
Yeah, they had a
Our officers don't dress like this. They just look nice. They look clean. They were the British Empire.
Yeah, and I've never been out, you know, to Britain or nothing, but that was my first, you know, that was my first experience with, like, you know, an officer standing still, you know, at the front of the damn door. We don't see that in America. Even if it's a bank with a officer, he's just pacing around on his phone with his gun in his holster. It's not like
much respect. I can tell you that. That was actually pretty cool, and the fact that they even let us take pictures, and they were just so talkative and just nice.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was a cool interaction with a police force from another country. It felt like, hey, they understand us.
Yeah.
There was a lot less clutter around there, so that's a good thing too. If you don't want to be surrounded by people, go over towards where the Central Police Station is. That was our 5 things that we think you should do for free in Nassau if you're going there, whether you're flying there or you're going there on a cruise. It's free and it's fun and it was awesome.
If you want to get off the ship for a little bit and you don't want to spend any money, you can just take a little jaunt around on Bay Street and go down to the Straw Market, you know, talk to a couple of people, just explore the island, just see a little bit of it at least.
Yeah. If you guys like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know you're there. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Anywhere here. Air Media.